But Smalling was strong, and Fred as well. Like, you know, Pally said it. He's not played much football. You know, he's come into the team now. He's not one of the regular three in the middle of the park, but when he's got his opportunity, he put the legwork in. From the first minute, he tackled Verratti. You know, he was putting his foot in where he could, which isn't normally seen as his thing. But he did everything he could. And Lukaku, again, didn't get much of the ball. Got his 2 chances, which is what you get paid for. Put the ball in the back of the net. And he did. He put the ball in the back of the net. He was strong. He was mobile. He brought others into play. I thought his touch was good tonight. So, you know, I could talk about the others in similar fashion, but those 3, for those particular reasons, were brilliant. Yeah,
it could have been so many choices for man of the match. Now, I'm sure your celebrations at home watching that game were epic. They certainly were in the studio when Rashford smashed that penalty past Buffon. Watch this.
It's Rashford!
Yeah! Get in! Go on, son.
Hence the voices are starting to go a bit already, I think. But that's what it meant to us and would have meant to United fans worldwide watching that, Danny, seeing Rashford so cool, so composed to score that pen.
Yeah, and you talk, you know, when you're a kid and you're playing on the playground and you build these moments up, don't you see, or playing at Wembley, or, you know, it's in front of so many people, the odds are against you, fans behind the goal will be against you, the opposition are trying to put you off, and he just kept his focus and got great contact on the ball, lifted it above Buffon and put United into the next round. And the margins are that small. If he'd have missed it, we'd be all wounded, thinking we put in a good performance, but we scored it and went to the next round.
Reminds me of Gary Pallister in 1993 against Blackburn here at Old Trafford, smashing in a free kick into the corner, going wild with the celebrations. After a bit of a night out the night before as well, which we won't talk about too much. But yeah, great nerves by Marcus, and brilliant celebrations from the team and the supporters there.
Yeah, I mean, we're all sitting there biting our nails, weren't we, thinking, oh my God, the pressure on the lad. You know what I mean? He's still young, you've got to remember that. He's still a young kid, Marcus Rashford. And the pressure to take his team through to the next round, where they've climbed 9/10 of the mountain, they've just got to climb that little last yard to get to the peak, and it's down to you. It's a very lonely place, I would imagine, taking a penalty with that kind of pressure on you. But he hits the ball. You see how he doesn't hit it. He doesn't play. He hits it with pace, real pace, and I think that's what beats Buffon. He tries to react as he's diving. Before the time he gets his hand up, the ball's past him in the back of the net. Nerves of steel, great deal of bottle, and you know, we rode our luck, but we deserved that finish, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Some great reaction on social media, including this from our very own Jesse Lingard.
Youth, breed them.
Just for those viewers perhaps not in the know, Danny, explain. Diogo Dallo posted this. That is amazing, isn't it? You can see how much it means to the players there, Paddy. They will be buzzing after this. We had a caller earlier saying the word buzzing, and there certainly will be.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what you want to see. You want to, you know, when you win something or win a game of that magnitude, that importance, celebrate it, and that's what the lads are doing. As you rightly say, they're buzzing. They've just, you know, climbed a mountain and put us through the next round of the Champions League, when anybody but a fool would have probably thought we had no chance. It's just this wave that we're riding with Ollie at the moment. Everything he's touching is turning to gold. Long may that continue. He's brought joy, he's brought happiness, he's brought a vitality to the squad and to the team. The fans are feeling, the players are feeling, everybody associated with Old Trafford is feeling exactly the same. It's great to see.
Pally's going to give him a ring and get him to choose his lottery numbers, he said. So that if Ollie gets us through his game tonight, that's it. He's giving him a bell. Now, Diogo Dallo has also posted this picture on his social. Patrice Evra there in the dressing room with the lads, with Victor as well. And that links perfectly into Patrice's reaction to the victory.
là-bas, reste là-bas. Ici, c'est Manchester, ici. Voilà. 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 I love this game. Yes, yes, Georgie. C'est ça. Au revoir.
Poor Pogba there
He's
with
very
him as well.
interested.
Yeah, I don't know why he was a loud voice in the dressing room. Pogba with
was
him
that,
as
was
well.
that right? I couldn't work that one out there, wasn't it?
Charlie Brooks getting involved as well from the communications department there. Well done, Charlie. But yeah, Patrice, I think he is the embodiment of what United fans all over the world would have been doing at that stage, wouldn't he?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, you know. And he's somebody who's come from outside the club, come in and he feels it. He feels it in exactly that way, and he shows it. It's absolutely brilliant. Like anybody, Sully, like that feeling spread across the world at the moment.
Now, given the nature of the celebrations, it's not easy to drag players out of the dressing room and into the tunnel for an interview, but Stuart's managed to get Ashley Young, the team captain, to have a post-match word.
Ash, you've seen a lot of things in football, but where on earth does that one rank?
It's up there with the best. I think just because the way all the press wrote us off, after the first leg, it was all PSGs, and we had no chance to win the tie. But us in that dressing room, the players and the staff had the belief that we would go out there and not just win the game, but score goals, and we knew there would be chances in the game. It's not a bad way to start the game when you score that early on, and you just had to be focused. I think every man to a T was that focused, and we come in at half time and we said that there's more chances here, but we don't have to go and try and get it after 5 minutes. There's 45 minutes to get that winner, and we knew we had to play till the last kick of the game, and for the kid to step up and take the penalty, it just shows how he's got nerves of steel, to be honest. And I think the celebrations show everything that it meant so much to everyone in the squad, every member of staff there tonight. That where we've come from, with obviously 10 injured first team players as well, it's an incredible achievement, and we're all delighted.
Did you always feel there might be some vulnerability here tonight, particularly if you're well in the game? In the second half, after what happened to them a couple of years ago against Barcelona, there might be some vulnerability in the PSG side.
Yeah, of course there was. I think that happened in the first half. You sensed that the crowd were turning and getting on their backs, and whether a few of their players looked a bit nervous, I'm not too sure. But we just had to keep concentrating on ourselves, and that's all we did. We kept on playing. We changed formations 3 or 4 times in the game, and you've got to be able to adapt. We all adapted really well to that, and the boys that come on did fantastically well. And like I say, we knew there was going to be one more chance as time ticked on. There was always going to be one more chance. We're just delighted that we see the ball go in the back of the net. It was unbelievable. What
was the whole process like? Did you realise what was going on, and then obviously the referee's going over there? It took a long time. What was it like for you on the field?
I think that's fair. It does take a long time, and to be honest, I think that the players on the pitch were shouting to the ref to hurry up so we could take the corner. Nobody knew where he was going. Obviously, then it was looked up on the TV screen, and when he obviously gave the penalty, the cheers went up, and even still, it was a long time before the penalty was taken. But like I said, the kid showed nerves of steel to step up and score it, and the celebrations after were magnificent. And I think we looked last night at the squad. It's a depleted squad, like I say. When you lose 10 first team players, it's tough, but to show the grit and determination, the team spirit there was. I always say it's unbelievable, and to come here, it's not easy. It's not an easy place to come, and we've come here, we've won, and we've won in a way that shows the Man United way.
Just tell us about those celebrations. So everybody sprinting over into that corner with a couple of thousand United fans. Where these are magical moments, I guess.
I think that the hairs on my neck are standing up right now, just thinking about it. To obviously see the United fans in that corner. You would have never thought they just had a corner. They were so loud. They were always behind us. And I think even the players on the pitch, when we scored and then they scored, we knew the tie weren't over. We knew there was still chance. We knew there was still goals. It wasn't easy. It was tough, but we had a game plan, and every man stuck to that game plan that the staff had drilled into us, and we stuck to it magnificently. And we nullified them. We frustrated them, and you could tell they were being frustrated by not passing the ball where they wanted to and finding gaps, because we closed them gaps up. So it's just an incredible night.
Unforgettable. Thanks so much. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Certainly was unforgettable. Just watching the social media streams, there's so much reaction going on. People reacting all the time, players, ex-players, the lot, everyone just revelling in that magnificent victory for Manchester United, which sees us through to the Champions League quarter-finals. And we dare to dream now, Pally, don't we? In football, you have to dream, you have to believe, and who knows what this team could achieve?
Yeah, hopefully we've got a few players back for that one as well for the next round. I mean, was it 2 or 3 weeks before we play again? Hopefully the squad's getting back somewhere near full strength by that kind of time. But I don't think many people will be looking forward to playing Manchester United.
Yeah.
That result would make a lot of people sit up and take notice and think, Man United are in this competition. I think everybody expected them to be out.
Yeah.
Not many people would have given us a cat and hell's chance of getting through. But we are just playing with a different belief now in this team, a different intensity, with enjoyment, and it's providing results on the pitch. So it's great to watch.
Porto are through as well. They've beaten Rome by 3-1. That finished 2-1 to Porto after 90 minutes, and then it went to extra time when Porto got that all-important next goal. Rome had won the first leg 2-1, so really close game there. And the quarterfinals are starting to take shape now, aren't they? Some big games to come, of course, next week, including Bayern Munich v Liverpool. City they're basically bankers, they're through, aren't they? They're one in Schalke already. But some of Europe's, Barcelona, they're playing next week, or they expect them to go through. But surprise packages like Ajax are through. It's hard to know who you want to face, really. It's such an open competition this year, Danny.
Yeah, I think you have to look at your own team. It doesn't matter who you face. Whoever you're going to face is going to be a top team, and they're on merit. You look at Ajax last night. They are, to go away and beat Real Madrid 4-1. They're not a joke. So Porto you might look at purely based on being a lower ranked team in the competition, but again they're a top side, so there's nobody really you'd sniff at.
Yeah, everybody, like Danny says, deserves to be there. How much will this victory help us go into the Emirates at the weekend, Pally, and then Wolves away?
Yeah, I don't know how many players are near fitness out the ones that are injured. I don't know if any of them will be back. I don't know whether there was talk about Martial might have travelled for this game. Is he just a few days away from being fit? Because he'd be important if we could get him fit and firing against Arsenal. I don't know. I mean, it'll have taken a hell of a lot out of the team tonight. They've had to do a lot of yardage out on that pitch to try and get close to the PSG players. They had a lot of possession, which meant a lot of work rate from the boys. So we've got to get back. We've got to get sort of rehabbed again and massages and just take things easy and just try and get fired up for this. Listen, the Arsenal game's a massive game. Yeah. What is it between us now? Is it a point or 2 points or whatever it is? So a massive game. We went there the other week and won in the FA Cup. We need to put in another massive performance to sort of cement that place in the top 4. So I think there'll be a few massages and they'll be taking it easy for the next couple of days. They can bask in the glory of such a great win, and then we go again Sunday. Yeah, the recovery vital over the next couple of days. Paul Pogba, of course, who we saw celebrating with Patrice Evra, he'll be fresh after serving his suspension in that game there against PSG. OK, let's get some more reaction from Paris. Stuart is with Andres Pereira.